Hello everyone and welcome back to My FI Crusade. I'm your host, the FI Crusader, and today is February 1st, which means it is time for a net worth update. Now, before we jump into the numbers, if you haven't already, take a second to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It helps my channel to grow and it helps me to know that you're interested in my content. Plus, you'll get notified anytime I post a new video, and I try to give you as much information so that you can follow along with my journey the same way that I'm doing it, growing my net worth and at the same time paying down all of my debts. So let's take a second to look at these numbers. Well, first thing you're going to note is that the change in my net worth was actually negative last month. And the reason for that is that I did not account for all of the payments that needed to be made on the worst Christmas present ever that you can see in that video that I just pointed out. That video talks about my terrible present from the city, a bill for about $6,000 to replace the service line for my plumbing going into my home. Received that in December, and because of reasons that, again, you can see in that video, I didn't have all of the payments made before I posted my last video. So you'll see in my liabilities, while my mortgage went down, my home improvement loans went down, my credit cards actually went up. And that actually was because of the last payment that was about $3,000, a little over $3,000 actually, that hit those credit cards after I posted my last video. Now, you'll notice in the assets, my home value hasn't changed. It's only been a month. It takes time for home values to increase. Now, my bank account went up. It didn't go up as high as I'd like it to because I made extra payments on that debt from the city. My retirement account went up about $1,700, a little bit more than that actually, which brought my total assets up by $2,128 last month. Liabilities, as I said before, my mortgages went down because I was paying on them. Credit cards went up because of that last payment for the city. Home improvement loans went down because I made payments, and student loans went up slightly. And that is actually because some of my student loans are currently in forbearance. One of my colleges, I went to college twice. I got 2 different bachelor's degrees. And my second bachelor's was at a college that is no longer in business now. It actually shut down for some shady practices regarding their loan programs. And because of that, all of the loans that went through that college have been put in forbearance while the Department of Education looks over those loans, looks over the practices of that college, and determine whether or not they're going to forgive those loans outright, which would be a huge boon for me because that's about $50,000 of that total that would be wiped out in the case of them actually finding that that the illegal practices actually did apply to me as well as all the other students that that went to that college. So because I'm not paying on those, they are still gaining interest, and therefore the total on my student loans went up just short of $300 last month. That, of course, brings my net worth slightly down from what it was in January. However, moving forward, I would like to see in March that that number actually goes up. I'd actually like to see my net worth climb by enough to bring me up, not just over what I was last month, but over what I was expecting to see this month, which was, I was expecting to see about a $200 or $300 increase in my net worth this month. I'd like to see double that next month. I would like to see my net worth climb by about $800 in March. There's a couple of reasons for that. One of them I will be discussing in my next video. Got another little surprise beyond just the bill from the city. There's another surprise that came forward for me. But that's what this channel is all about. It's about a real person who doesn't have a huge portfolio of rental properties, helping them, build up assets. This channel is about a real person going through all of the real things that happen as you're trying to dig your way out of the hole. No one has a perfect drive down the road of financial independence. It's just not going to happen. There's always something trying to drag you backwards, and it's really all about powering through, about having the fortitude to continue to drag yourself forward even while there is weight pulling you back. Now, do you all do net worth statements? Are you doing them monthly or yearly? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, if you like this video, hit the like button. Let me know that you like the content. It helps me to know that I'm putting out content that people are interested in, and it also helps me grow my channel. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.